Hey guys, Mike Goldstein of Easy Dating Coach. Today's topic, are you guilty of these 5 dating turnoffs that disgust men? All right, the first one I think is pretty obvious, and you're probably going to know this one, but it's so important. Men do not like a complainer. Like I said, this one's obvious. We want a woman that is happy, comfortable in her skin, has her life together. But let's talk further about this complainer. I got this story. So I got engaged a number of years back. And then for her birthday, I wanted to take her to Paris and London. And my plan was I was going to go up on the Eiffel Tower because I know she loves Paris. And I was going to propose again on her birthday at the midsection of the Eiffel Tower. And I was so excited, and I was planning this for months. And I was like, she's going to love this. So we get up to the, not the top of the Eiffel Tower. There's this midsection, and it's got this unbelievable view of Paris, if you've been there. And so I get there, and I'm just like amazed by this view. So at one point, I kind of walk away from my fiance and go to the edge to kind of check out this view. And I'm checking it out by myself. She's about 10 feet away. And I'm like, man, this is gorgeous. And I'm just in awe of the city. And now I'm starting to think, I'm like, so how am I going to do this? Like, getting my bearings right. I'm like, all right, now's the big time. I'm going to do this proposal. And then what ended up happening is she comes over and is furious with me. She's like, are you kidding me? Like, how are you not hanging out with me while we're on the top of the Eiffel Tower? Like, you are the worst. I am so not happy, and this is the worst trip, and I can't believe this. And I just like went from so happy and on top of the world to just like the most deflated person. And it totally disgusted me towards her. And it was bad. All right. Number 2 is, which leads me to being, actually that story kind of leads me into this number 2, which is being insecure in the relationship, which is kind of what she highlighted there. Like, she wasn't secure enough to allow me to be away from her for just a few minutes. Maybe that was her insecurity of, or her anxiousness of wanting to be together. I don't know. Anyway, that's a person who needs constant reassurance, constant attention. And in that case, she needed constant attention. And then we all know that woman, and this is disgusting, that woman that just like constantly seeking reassurance, where like, are you happy in the relationship? Am I beautiful? And it's like she's seeking it from you, from the man, and it's not coming from inside. What a self-actualized rock star man that you're probably going to end up dating, a king, he expects his queen to already know she's beautiful and feel it. And it's okay, like we all have our bad days, and if it's happening once in a while, it's like, hey, I'm feeling bloated, I'm feeling fat today, I had a pizza, and he should be there to reassure you, don't get me wrong. But if it's constant and every day, and it's really practically never coming from in here, that's not good. All right, does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. Number 3. Are you guilty of these 5 dating turnoffs? Number 3 is one-upping. Oh, this is the worst. It makes a man feel so small, it disgusts him. I was sitting on the beach with a bunch of my friends, and this one woman has her phone out, and she goes, she goes on it and goes to my YouTube channel, and she goes, do you have another YouTube channel? This one's so tiny. I'm like, oh, no, that's my YouTube channel. This is how many subscribers I have. She's like, oh, it's so small. I'm like, oh, thanks. Well, anyway, if you guys have got my back, make sure you share this video and subscribe, because now we need to obviously build this channel because it's so tiny. So we need to catch up to this young lady who has a larger channel. So let's do it together if you've got my back. All right, number 4 Are you guilty of these 5 dating turnoffs that disgust men? Number 4 is comparing to your ex. Let's get the simple one out of the way. Never, ever, ever compare sex of your ex with sex with your current guy. He doesn't want to hear that he is smaller than your ex. He doesn't want to hear that the sex is worse. Nothing will disgust him more than saying that. I think all of you all know this, but just covering our bases here. Another example is my ex used to say that I wasn't allowed to have Saturday night out with my friends ever. And, at first I got a little defensive about this and tried to converse and be like, well, some of my friends are executives and the only time they have free is Saturday. They work very hard during the week. And this is the only time I can see one of my friends. Anyway, she compared it to the ex and said, my ex-boyfriend was always happy to spend every weekend with me. And, obviously, as a man, I'm thinking, and as any human watching this, I'm not your ex. That relationship didn't work out. I don't know why, but this is this relationship. Let's talk about this. It's okay to say, hey, when you don't want to hang out on Saturday, it makes me feel unimportant. That would be acceptable. But never, ever, ever compare anything to anyone from the past. Make it about you. Make it about how you're feeling. Does that make sense? And I'm sure none of you want to be compared to his exes as well. Number 5 that disgusts men is a woman who is addicted to her phone. Oh, I have the best story for this. This was many years ago, back when I was living in Hoboken. I took this woman out to dinner at the W Hotel, which is right on the water in Hoboken and has the most amazing view of the New York City skyline. So we're sitting out on the patio, and we've got this unbelievable view. And not only is she on her phone, but she then proceeds to plop the phone on the table so that she doesn't have to go into her purse every minute. And now she is constantly grabbing it almost every 2 to 3 minutes, if not more often. And this whole dinner date, she keeps going to her phone to text or do something, and was just not present with me at the dinner. And it really was such a disgusting turnoff for me. Why can't we interact? I brought you to this special place so that we could get to know each other and see if we can form a connection. And anyway, was not pleased, to say the least. So just to sum these all up, these are 5 turnoffs that are coming from my lens. So I hope you don't mind that, this may not be for every guy. This is my perception of the reality that I saw. So hopefully this stuff will be helpful in your life. Let me review those 5 real quick. So number 1 is complainer. Number 2 is someone being insecure in the relationship. Number 3 is one-upping. Number 4 is comparison to exes. And number 5 is someone addicted to their phone. Go in the comments. Let me know if this was helpful. Words of appreciation. I always love to hear from you. And even if it wasn't, let me know that too so I can make future videos better. And please share so we can get this channel bigger. And subscribe if you're not in. Hit the bell so you get notified when we have new videos. Love all of you. Thank you for watching. I'll plop a video there and there so you can watch some more content if you'd like. See you guys next time.